Come on in, everybody.
Come on
in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in, everybody.
Yes.
YouTube, Periscope, Facebook, even over there at diamondandsilk.com.
Mm-hmm.
Come on in and let's get prepared for tonight's Chit Chat Live. We have a lot to talk about tonight.
A whole lot.
Starting with the wildfires that's happening in California.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness, you all. On down to the museum that the president visited on over the weekend.
Yes.
And some of the civil rights icons had problems with that.
Mm-hmm.
Just really irritated me.
Yeah.
And girl, do you know Obama is trying to take credit for the economy now?
We're going to have to talk about that.
We're going to have to talk about that.
Yes.
And he even referred to President Trump's election and as like something out of what happened with Hitler.
What? Girl.
We have a lot to talk about. Listen, are we up on all portals?
Girl, we are up on all portals.
Okay. Hit it, Rob. Welcome to tonight's Chit Chat Live. We're your hosts, Diamond and Silk.
Oh, yes, baby.
Silk. Oh, my God. A lot of stuff has been breaking in the news.
Yeah.
But first of all, we want to let you know that tonight's show is being brought to you by the Diamond and Silk store. So I want you to head over there to the Diamond and Silk store and get you a Christmas ornament.
Yes.
While the getting is getting good.
That's right.
And while supplies last. Go get you a Diamond and Silk Christmas ornament at diamondandsilkstore.com.
That's right.
I also want to thank everybody for their contributions.
Oh, wow.
If you would like to contribute it to Diamond and Silk, please go to diamondandsilk.com and click on contribution, and then it gives you the ways that you can contribute it. Another thing, everybody that has sent us a holiday card, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You know, in this time, in this atmosphere, I am really happy this Christmas.
Yes, it's a wonderful Christmas because, we can say Christmas, Merry Christmas.
We can say Merry Christmas.
Hello. We can say that. So thank you very much for the Christmas cards, the e-cards. We really do appreciate it. The kind, loving words. Thank you all so much. You just don't know what that do to Diamond and Silk throughout the day.
Thank you all so much.
Yeah. And don't forget, if you're watching us right now, be sure to post. Take and share this post right now. Share it with your friends. Share it on your page. And if you have any streaming issues, be sure to go to diamondandsilk.com. Click on Chit Chat Live, and you can see this particular broadcast from right there.
Right.
Look, don't let those issues stop you.
Yeah.
That's
you know,
right.
when they try to stop us, we always got to have something to come back with.
Back up.
So that you all can see. Because we've been seeing how you are not getting your notification. If you're not getting your notification for the Diamond and Silk store, head over there on Facebook to Mark Zuckerberg and ask him why is it that when you like a page and you follow a page, they're not giving you your notification.
That's right. And that's even on Diamond and Silk Facebook page. Ask him, why aren't you getting your notifications anymore?
That's right. You're going to have to just come out and you're going to have to ask him.
That's right.
All right. Don't be afraid to do it.
Don't be afraid.
Okay. So, Silk, first of all, let's talk about the fires that's happening in California.
Okay.
I want everybody in California that's experiencing these fires and losing things or whatever.
Catastrophe.
To
really
please
bad.
be safe.
Yes.
All of that stuff can be replaced. In case you all don't know what's going on. There were multiple wildfires. They're raging throughout Southern California.
Yeah.
And the flames are so thick, people are losing their homes, and things are being shut down.
It's really devastating. You know, when I do see those fires, it's really, really devastating to what I am seeing.
Right.
On
Friday, authorities reported the first fire-related death. The medical examiner office identified a body on Wednesday. And it was confirmed they died of blunt force injuries.
Wow.
With terminal smoke in inhalation.
Wow.
And thermal injuries.
Wow.
In a traffic incident, according to the medical examiners. And this is what I want to say. I want to say that if they are telling you to evacuate, evacuate.
Please evacuate.
You know, you can't combat fire, you all.
Oh.
Fire spreads.
It spreads.
And it will do it very quickly.
The wind takes it
and moves it.
It just
fastly.
Yes,
so
yes.
if you are in the wake of these fires and they're telling you to evacuate, we suggest that you evacuate.
Yeah.
Don't sit and be like, well, come on, let's evacuate.
Get your family out.
Right. Evacuate.
That's
okay?
right. That's right.
All right, you all. So you all are in our prayers in California.
Yes.
And that's that. Let's get to it. Now, Silk.
Yes,
okay,
girl.
so did you okay,
I have your cover. Listen, Diamond, I got you covered.
Okay, all right, okay.
Yes. We are talking about the President Trump's visit to the Civil Rights Museum in Jacksonville, Mississippi.
That's right. Okay, so you all know President Donald Trump, he did a 40-minute visit to the museum in Mississippi. He did a 40-minute visit to the museum in Mississippi. And the it's called the Mississippi Civil Rights Museum. All right. Okay. And even though some of the civil rights icons had a problem with the president going, the president still showed up. Yes. He gave a speech.
Yes, he did.
To approximately 200 people. He took a brief tour of the museum.
He did.
And then after that, after he spoke or whatever, he had it back. It said the president spoke largely about the life of civil rights leader Medgar Evers, who was assassinated in his driveway by a white supremacist back in 1963. Okay. He went on to congratulate those involved in the creation of the museum, and he just spoke to them. Right. So beautiful. And now I was happy.
I was excited that our president did not let any BS stop him. He went forward, he moved forward, and he went through it.
To honor the people.
There you go.
To honor that museum being open for civil rights movement. Okay?
That's right.
And I'm like, kudos to the president for ignoring all of the hoopla. Yes. Okay. The backlash. Yes. Okay. From these so-called civil rights icons. Right. Okay.
You're right.
And I think I'm sort of lost for words because I don't
stagnators. We're trying to be respectful.
And so I won't cuss.
So it's like
I'm trying to be like, okay, let me calm down.
So we know we're dealing with some quote unquote icons.
And I know that I can get real raunchy. Right. And somebody's feelings will get real hurt.
Real hurt.
But I find it appalling.
Yes.
That the civil rights icons, like the Jim Lewis, will prefer to segregate themselves from this president.
Whew, come on, girl.
Instead of working with this president.
That's
right. Will prefer to discriminate against this president.
Yes.
Instead of working with this president.
That's right.
I find it appalling. Now, these are the same people that ran on, we're going to stop discrimination. Yes. We're going to stop segregation. Yes. And the very thing that you stopped, or was trying to stop, is the very thing that you are doing to this president.
The very thing that you've been marching in the streets for, pumping your fist to, saying that we shall overcome this and we shall overcome that. It's the same stuff you're dishing out to the president.
And it's time for these old icons. Yes. These old civil rights icons. Yes. It's time for you all to go home. Yes. Pack your little knapsack. Yes. Go home. Sit down. Yes. And then take your civil right torch and pass it on so that we can move this movement forward. Okay?
That's right.
Because what's happening is the civil rights movement is stale and stagnated. Yes. And it's stale and stagnated because of these older icons.
Yes.
That still act like they stuck back in the 60s.
Oh my God.
And that's why you have people talking about slavery. They against me.
Yes.
But they are creating the very thing that happened in the 60s.
They are keeping people stuck in segregation.
Right.
By segregating themselves is basically what they are doing.
That's what they are doing.
They can take and keep especially black people stuck in the pains of their ancestors.
That's right.
Because
and the reason why the old icons do it, because that's all they know. So that's why I say respectfully that it's time for them to pass civil rights torch to somebody else that's a little bit younger, that's got some stamina, that's not bent over, that don't look like they've been fighting in the Civil War, but they're fighting for civil rights to move it forward.
Because what you've been doing ain't working.
It's not working.
No.
And when I see that the president, the only man in my lifetime, this president, didn't even mind mentioning why he was election African American people. The table is open. He wants you to come to the table. And I see the old civil rights icon kicking against that. It's not the president that has the problem. You all have the problem.
And whenever he invites you to his table, you won't show up. But then when he's invited to your table, you still not showing up.
Right. And then what they do is they say, well, we want the justice system change. We want the justice system change. Okay, well, you had a black president in office for 8 years. He wasn't worried about no justice system. Obama could have pushed, if Obama really cared about black issues, he could have pushed the justice system the first 4 years. But this is what he did.
What did he do?
He pushed everything that Harvey Weinstein and them wanted in Hollywood. See, he took money from those people.
That's right.
So he pushed their issues. He wasn't thinking about black men being incarcerated. He didn't care nothing about that. As a matter of fact, he barely mentioned African Americans.
That's right.
Okay? So do not take that out on this president, President Trump. Don't take what President Obama didn't do out on what President Trump is trying to do.
That's right.
Okay, don't take that out.
That's right.
On Trump.
Please don't do that.
You take that out on the supposed to be black president that's supposed to be black and didn't care about your black issues, black civil rights, having economic, being economically inclined to compete in this atmosphere. He didn't care about that yet. Allegedly, Obama went in with $3 million and then walked out with $44 million and got houses everywhere. And you tell me, and y'all want to be mad at Trump? No, you need to be mad at Obama.
That's right.
For all of this.
And no offense, Diamond, you call him black, but it's biracial.
Oh, I'm sorry. He is biracial.
That's right.
He is a biracial president. He really was not the black president, the first black president.
That's right.
He is biracial. And somebody brought that to our attention the other day, and I'm like, you know what? You're absolutely right.
That's right.
And I think I get upset. I get you all. I'm sorry. I get so upset because here you have a man. While he was on the campaign trail. I will be the best president for African Americans. But you all got to give him a chance. And if the old civil rights icon is not willing to give this president a chance, then y'all need to go sit y'all old asses down, pass the civil rights torch to somebody that is willing to sit down with this president so that we can move this forward so that black people can come up and stop staying and being stuck like chalk. Period. Period.
Now, at this here particular Civil Rights Museum opening, they were supposed to honor John Lewis.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it appears that he boycotted his own event. So, how do you?
He's trying to be relevant.
This is
he is trying to be, because Sheriff Joe Clark said it.
I love you, Joe. He
said it. He said, if you walk into any college today,
that's right,
any of these HBCUs,
that's right,
and mention John Lewis' name, nobody really know who he is.
Nobody
really know who he is.
Right.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the icons.
No, we're not.
He
but
fought
he
the
told the
fought,
truth.
and he fought for us to have our freedoms or whatever.
Right.
Kudos. But you, as a black icon that fought against segregation and discrimination, if you are not willing to sit down with this president,
that's right,
to help move this forward,
that's right,
then you're going to have to pass the torch.
Yes, and I say pass it to a Republican because it was the Republicans that voted for your civil rights while the Democrats voted against it.
And then I see them get all upset with the president.
That's right.
But to be political about it all.
Yeah.
If you really want to be mad, who shot Dr. Martin Luther King? It wasn't a Republican. That was a Democrat.
That's right.
Who killed Malcolm X?
Who killed
It wasn't a Republican.
No.
That was a Democrat.
Democrat.
Who killed Medgar Evers?
Who?
The KKK. Who was the party of the KKK and the Jim Crow days?
The Democrat.
The Democrat.
Yes.
And then you are, the hypocrisy is real.
Yes.
That's why these old heads, it's time, they are stuck in a box.
Yes.
They are still fighting this mentality back in the 60s. This is 2017.
That's
and
right.
for you all that's 30 years old and under, I don't want to ever hear you say that America ain't never been great. If your ass don't have to tell time using a clock with a hand,
that's right,
and you can get to use a digital,
that's right,
America is great for you.
That's right.
You all have so many opportunities at your fingertips that the average one that's not 30 and up did not have.
That's
you
right.
got the world at your fingertips.
That's right.
So don't tell me that America ain't great for you.
That's right.
Don't tell me that.
Don't tell me that.
Don't tell me that, girl.
And like I clearly stated the other day, Dr. Martin Luther King had a dream.
That's right.
And it's time for us to wake up from the dream and fulfill that dream. But there are so many people still stuck in that dream. And the reason why I know that is because they continue to walk around here talking about we shall overcome. They don't realize we done overcame. And now
the black icons.
Yes,
the black icons, and they push that stuff to everybody else, and everybody go along with that narrative.
They go along with that narrative.
Right.
But what they don't realize that it's time for all of us to come up. And as long as we stay stuck in this mentality that this is a black thing, my black people, then guess what? You will not be part of the process of being an American first.
Absolutely.
Okay? Because that's where they're keeping you stuck right there. And I see a lot of, especially young people out in the streets, call themselves protesters, but don't even know what they're protesting about. But you never pick cotton a day in your life.
You never had to do it.
That's right.
And you millenniums, listen to me. I want y'all to get a hold of yourself.
Yes.
You only follow this narrative because of the old black civil rights icons.
Right.
Those people are still pushing that stuff from the 60s.
That's right.
This is 2017.
Yes.
You do not want to go back to the era of the 60s. And kudos to the icons.
That's right.
That put their lives online, got bitten up by dogs.
That's right.
Was hit in the head so that we could have freedoms. Now that we have these freedoms, we have to move it forward.
You got to heal from
stay stuck back in the 60s.
That's right. You got to heal from your injuries.
That's right.
Whatever happened back then, you got to heal from them so we can move forward. Not continue to stay stuck in the pain of that. We got to heal from that and move forward. And it was the Democrats, like you said, they was responsible for passing the Jim Crow laws back in the civil rights days.
They did it. And that was the civil rights. That was back in the 60s.
That's right.
So don't tell me the party has changed. Y'all, as the party is still nasty as can be.
Still nasty.
Even the Congressional Black Caucus cried racism when it came to Nancy Pelosi and Connors because they wanted Black Connors, a black man to step down for his sexual misconduct. But they didn't want the white man to step down for his misconduct. But then when they saw an opportunity how they can use this to win an election, they eat their own. They made Al Franken resign too.
That's right.
So that they can run on this. And I think it's going to come back to bite them in the butt.
They made him take one to the team. Well, you know what, Diamond? They also said it was 100 people outside of the museum protesting.
Which is for what?
Protesting that's what I was saying. 100 people outside of the museum.
What were you outside protesting?
You know, I wouldn't want to invite somebody to my house and I'm outside protesting and somebody else is in my house.
It's crazy.
If I invite you, the president, to the Civil Rights Museum, to this opening of the Civil Rights Museum, okay? I need to be there to represent as well, okay? Not be outside the museum talking about some power to the people when we shall overcome.
You know what? Listen to my brothers and sisters. The ones that's on the Democratic plantation that came over here to listen to Diamond and Silk, because we know you have to sneak back.
We know you got to go back.
We know you have to sneak back.
Yeah.
I want you all to get a grip.
Yeah.
And I want you all to really hear. You know what? I know we got to go into another segment, but maybe we need to pick this up when we come back.
Maybe we do.
Because I need to explain some stuff to you all.
That's right.
We've been bamboozled, hoodwinked for years. And I know that other black people feel uncomfortable when black people call them off on their stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry. If Iyanla Fix My Life can't call y'all out.
That's right.
If Oprah can't call y'all out.
Right.
If Obama won't tell y'all the truth. Diamond and Silk, we got to tell you the truth.
We will tell you the truth.
We'll pick it back up when we come back. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Okay, so I know that you all have been having problems with these social medias not getting our notification. You can't find us. You're getting booted off whenever you watch a video. So here's what I want you to do.
Listen up.
Go to diamondandsilk.com and click on Chit Chat.
Yeah.
Yes, we back, baby.
That's right.
With Chit Chat at diamondandsilk.com. So if you can't view it on Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, Instagram, YouTube, then go on over there to our website.
That's right.
diamondandsilk.com.
Because you know they're coming for us, right?
Go to diamondandsilk.com and click on Chit Chat Live. Diamondandsilk.com.
Girl, they go Facebook.
Go ahead.
Twitter.
Oh, go. No. Forget you, YouTube. Get out the way.
Bye.
Diamondandsilk.com.
'Tis the season to be jolly with a Diamond and Silk holiday Christmas ornament. Don't delay if you want the Diamond and Silk Christmas ornament hanging on your tree Christmas Day. Available for purchase at thediamondandsilkstore.com.
Hey, yo! Drop that beat! Trump show president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump show president. He's your president. He's your president. Just so you know. Okay, you all, welcome back to the show.
Welcome back.
So, listen, we left off when we was talking about the museum, the protesters being out there protesting because they didn't want the president being there. All of these organizations that claim that they represent black people, how the movement, the civil rights movement has been stagnated because of the old heads, the older icons that don't want to work with the president.
Yeah.
They have their own agenda. And let me tell you something, I'm going to calm it down, especially to my black brothers and sisters.
Right.
And even my Hispanic brothers and sisters.
That's right.
Let me explain something to you all. This here thing is set up where you got the top that's making the money.
Right.
And the only way they can make that money is if you stay poor.
Off the backs of you.
So they'll push something called globalism.
Right.
They will tell you we need to open up the border so everybody around the world can have the same opportunity.
Right.
If you push globalism, that's a lie. Everybody is not going to have the same opportunity because they're going to create two types of people. The rich and the poor. It will never be another middle class.
That's right.
So you got to ask yourself, you as an American,
that's right,
as an American of color,
right,
would you want someone, or if you don't have no color,
right?
Now this is broad to everybody.
Broad to everybody. That's
would
right.
you want somebody from another country, from Iraq or Turkey, becoming the president of everybody, telling us how it's gonna be?
Right.
The next thing you know, we got to give up our pork. There is no one way of living.
Right.
Everybody have their own way of living. So you don't want. Americans have their own traditions, their own values.
Right.
So when they start talking that globalism stuff, they want to open up the border so anybody can rule you.
Right.
So next thing you know, You have to wear something on your head.
Right.
And I'm not talking negatively. Everybody don't want to do that.
Everybody don't want to do
That's not
that.
their culture or their religion.
Right.
Or you
Right.
have to give up eating pork.
Right.
Or you may have to give up something that is part of your tradition and your culture.
Exactly.
And that's what we don't like.
That's right.
So if you are a Democrat and looking at all of this here, this is why you need to vote Republican. We don't want no globalism.
Right.
You know what? I'll vote for Donald Trump.
Vote for the best person that's there for the job, which is Donald Trump. But one thing you said, that this is open to everyone. This is broad. But the main people that's affected by this,
people of color.
That's right.
Because you sit for years, and you listen to these icons. They run their behinds around here. Half of them old and bent over. And it's the truth.
That's the truth.
Still preaching that same thing they was preaching in the 60s, and ain't nothing moved. Tell me what changed. Wait. They have all of these organizations. You have the NAACP, supposed to be for the advancement of colored people. You have the Congressional Black Caucus. You have the Rainbow Coalition, and you have other groups. Tell me the money that they rake in from those organizations.
That's right.
How have they helped black people? Because after doing my investigation, and we will say allegedly, whenever money come in, how they make, like for example, whenever a lot of the shootings was going on with the police officers, well, you would have like the Al Sharpton and his organization go down there, but those people had to give up money. If they want, somebody had to be paid for all of that. So what I'm saying is that a lot of times people get caught up in the height of making money and forget about you. Forget about the movement. But then they still starting, this is what the movement is for, when it's really not.
It's not. It's like a little slush fund. I call it a little slushing going on. And another thing that they forget to tell you is the same President Trump, the one that they call racist and say he's this and he's that, gave money to the Al Sharptons, to the Jesse Jacksons and Rainbow Coalition, and he gave that money for the inner and urban cities. What did those so-called icons do with the money? Nobody wants to talk about what President, at the time, Donald Trump did to contribute to the better.
And he wasn't even the president.
That's right.
He was just a businessman. Listen, you all, there's economic opportunity out here for all of us if you are an American.
That's right.
And the president is creating an atmosphere. But when you have the black icons, the civil rights movement icons saying, no, you don't want to listen to that. What they trying to do is keep you beneath them. Because the money is flowing in at the top. But in order for me to get this money, I got to have people right here underneath me.
That's right.
So if I get the poor people, the masses to go along with the narrative that we shall overcome, it's bad out here for black people. They hurting up black people in the streets. The statues are bothering us now. We still slaves. That's how they gonna make their money. Continue to stay relevant. And you will be surprised. And continue to get name recognition. Because when you hear NAACP, white people think, or these groups think, or big time people think that these people represent all black people, and they don't. Because they haven't done anything. All you see them doing is doing little shut-ins to demonstrate. Demonstrations. What is a demonstration gonna do if it ain't nothing getting done?
And why the hell do black people have to have a leader? Why can't we be responsible for our own and leading our own self?
That's why we should forget about color and become American.
Hello?
Because really, we have American rights, which are human rights. We have human rights.
That's right. And
but the Democrats put them Jim Crow laws into place to demonize black people. Democrats did that too.
But when I hear them talk about civil rights, something that the Republicans voted for and the Democrats voted against, what we now need to concentrate on is equal rights. It's equal rights for all as human beings.
And as an American.
That's right. But when we take and say, no, I'm black, I'm black, I'm African American. This is the term I heard that Jesse Jackson brought over. African American. I'm black. Then you took and you just separated yourself from being an American. Right. That's why I always say, I do not like being called an African American because I've never been to Africa. Never been to Africa a day in my life. I wasn't born from Africa and I never been there. I am an American, a black American, okay? Right. But when you take and just say, no, it's the blacks this and blacks that, that's how a lot of them really stay stuck. And like you just said, you got these icons. They keep you right there. It's designed to keep you right there. Yes, the Democrats voted for the Jim Crow laws because they wanted to keep you stuck in the rut looking really messed up. It's all these other. Then it becomes generational. Right. Because once your children is born, then your children is born. It's taught generational that
but if you still got the icons pushing it, that's all the masses is going to hear.
That's right.
That's why you need somebody with a level head and an open mind to bring in new ideas.
That's right.
That's exactly why.
Exactly the reason why.
And listen, the NAACP, I know that they feel uncomfortable because a lot of black people are starting to wake up. Yeah. It is something wrong with this here movement.
A lot of them is really,
the only thing that they have to go on is racism. Right. Imagine if there was no other racism, then what? Right. This is the tool that the narrative that they use to keep the masses of colored people of color stuck in a rut. Yes. And they stay stuck year in and year out. Right. And they spend their whole life complaining.
That's right.
And nothing ever gets done. And so somebody like Diamond and Silk come along, wait a minute. Yeah. We finna call this exactly how we
call
see
it out.
If you say you really represent black people, then you should have had Joe behind John Lewis right there at that museum, right there alongside the president representing people of color. That's not somewhere running from the president, discriminating against the president, segregating yourself from the president. Right. Not doing that.
That's right. It's only one race, and that's the human race. And I understand that, okay, race is not a color or what have you. But we got to get this color thing out of our mindset, because whenever they take and put you in a different category or can take and put you in little groups of category, that's how they can easily control you.
Divide and conquer.
Come on, girl.
Another thing, if they are already making it legal for you not to even put your child's not the gender of your child on a birth certificate, then why are we still even saying we black or white? Why can't we just be American?
Why can't we just be American?
If they are now accepting of people that want to, if you white, you can be black now. I was looking at Carlson Tucker the other night and he had something like that on. I was shocked. Where now people that's white wanting to be black. If they can do that in our society now, then maybe we should just be all Americans. Maybe we should fight for equal rights all Americans.
Equal rights, that's
and stop dividing civil rights, Indian rights, rights. Maybe we should stop
Do away with this civil rights and let's bring on equal rights for all. All Americans.
Especially if they can't pass the torch. If they can't pass the civil rights torch because they want some name recognition and want to still be in control and want some relevancy, then I tell you what, maybe, because if they don't pass it, when they die off, what's going to happen to the movement?
It's going to
probably be failed. And it's going to be stagnated. Because you only going to do what you've learned from the old civil rights icons.
That's right. Girl, woo. Listen, we just taught y'all a whole history class here on civil rights.
And that's why I got to talk to my black brothers and my black sisters, because I worry about y'all. I'm not on the Democratic plantation no more, but I worry about y'all because I know you got all of the naysayers out there telling you what you should and shouldn't do.
Right.
You got them telling you how you should and shouldn't vote. You got them feeding you a nasty narrative, and they running with that, and they got you running with it, and you confused.
Telling you how you should and shouldn't think.
But tell me, have your circumstances, how did your circumstances and your living condition change up under Barack Hussein Obama?
How?
Just because they say they deem him as the first black president.
For hope and change.
He pushed what Hollywood wanted.
Right.
If he really cared about black issues, the first thing he would have pushed, he would have saw this, let's change the justice system. We know that Bill Clinton put some laws into place where black men were being locked up by the droves.
That's right.
Where black men were being taken out the homes.
That's right.
And couldn't raise their children.
That's right.
So let's take and let's put some things in place. But oh no, not Obama. They paid him millions of dollars to push what perverted, nasty Hollywood wanted.
That's right.
Yeah. And listen, if Hillary Clinton would have got her old behind in, I bet you she probably would have been doing the same thing. Exactly. She also took money from Harvey Weinstein too. And don't tell me that these people didn't know what Hollywood is doing. Hollywood is nasty. They know what goes on out there in Hollywood. They surely do. They just been keeping it hush hush. Yes. When we come back, you all, speaking of hush hush, something done came out the bag with this Roy Moore yearbook accuser. We'll talk about that when we come back. We'll be back with more Chit Chat. Hey y'all. Hey. Do you want to see Diamond and Silk keep this thing going? I mean, keep this here thing moving? Really? Well, go to our website, diamondandsilk.com, and contribute. Right there, diamondandsilk.com. You can make all of your contributions right there on our website, diamondandsilk.com. So we can keep this party moving on and on and on and on to the break of dawn. On and on and on and on. Like hot butter popcorn. Just on and on and on. That's diamondandsilk.com.
Tis the season to be jolly with a Diamond and Silk Holiday Christmas Ornament. Don't delay if you want the Diamond and Silk Christmas Ornament hanging on your tree Christmas Day. Available for purchase at the diamondandsilkstore.com.
All right, you all. So welcome back to the show. So Silk, so they've been pressuring Roy Moore. Yeah. All of these women came out against him. Look, these women came out against him. Yeah. He's been pushing back on it. He's saying he's not guilty of any of this foolishness. This was to take this was political. Yes, this was to ruin his campaign. Yeah. And we've been listening. And remember, we told, hey, we're not on nobody's side but the truth. But the truth. And we said that if Roy Moore is guilty of anything, he need to step down. Right. However, it was up to the people of Alabama to decide. That's right. All right? Yes. So, sitting up there the other day, breaking news. Come to find out, Roy Moore accuser and that yearbook, the authenticity of that yearbook, some of that stuff she wrote. Okay, all right. So they claim she wrote the last line on the yearbook, but I looked at the signature. I looked at where she got D.A. I'm sorry. I don't think none of this.
Well, when did she write the last line? Well, last week.
Well, she wrote the last line from the gate, but she never told the public that. She made it look like Roy Moore wrote all of this here. So Roy Moore and his cap came out and basically said, listen, one of the women accusing Alabama Senate candidate Roy Moore of sexual misconduct when he was a prosecutor and she was a teen admitted to fabricating parts of the evidence she provided to back her story. Okay. ABC News reported on Friday. Okay. So Nelson offered her yearbook up as proof that she and Mr. Moore interacted decades ago, but on Friday she admitted to adding to the signature in her yearbook. I'm beginning to think maybe she signed this. She did the signature herself.
Okay. This is a 1977 yearbook. Right. Okay. Can I just ask a question? And I'm going to be nice about it.
Please be nice.
With everything that you just read, where is any type of sexual misconduct?
Is her word against his word.
Okay.
Now, she's been debunked by her stepson. She's been called a liar. Other people is calling her a liar. They said she never worked at that place, the old Hickory place, because you have to be a certain age to work there, and she wasn't old enough to work there. They don't have no records of her working there. And it's just a big mess. This is all political, And can I just say this here?
Yes, ma'am.
In fairness to Roy Moore, he has a right to defend himself. Let me just throw this out here, you all. And I haven't really said anything about it, but I think that people need to know this here.
Right.
In this country, we have a judiciary system and we have laws and rules.
Due process.
You are innocent until proven guilty.
That's right.
Allegations, accusations.
Speculation.
Wait a minute, because I flipped it.
Oh, come on.
Allegations, accusations without accurate information, to me, is purely speculation.
That's right.
And if you're not careful, if you spread that speculation without knowing the fact, you ain't doing nothing but spread a lie.
That's right.
Sorry, Silk.
No. You can flip it.
Yeah, and I have to flip that because, wait a minute. If somebody come to me right now and accuse one of you all of doing something,
that's right.
I need to make sure something that's salacious and heinous as that.
Right.
I need to make sure that the facts are correct.
And do that make you that because somebody accused you of that?
Well, see, the way the media is running with it, they're making it true because the lady got on TV, not a tear coming out of her eye, but snot was coming out of her nose.
Oh, Jesus in Christ. Okay, listen.
That's how I remember it.
Roy Moore.
Go ahead.
Roy Moore has been in governmental.
Yes, he was a judge.
For over 40 years.
40 years.
He's had so many opposition research done against him.
Oh, yes.
And no pedophilia now, no child
none
abuse,
of that kind
no
of stuff.
sexual royalty or none of that stuff, right?
Right.
But one thing I can say, okay, and this is just in general. A pedophile don't start at the age of 30 and end at the age of 30.
That's right.
A child molester don't start at the age of 30 and end at the age of 30. So when I hear people call Roy Moore a pedophile or a child molester, and you don't have the true facts
or proof, you don't know without a shadow of a doubt.
He have not been found guilty in a court of law. Then that's character assassination in the public
and defamation
and defamation of character as well, and that is wrong.
It is wrong.
If I'm tomorrow is vote. It is when Alabama vote tomorrow, right?
I guess they vote tomorrow.
With them voting, go vote for Roy Moore because I would prefer Roy Moore to be there instead of Doug Jones. And Doug Jones, shame on him. That's what the Democrats do. The first thing they take and do, they play the Sats card.
Yeah.
Then they turn around and play the race card, and they put out a flyer with a black male on it. Okay, it's like a meme that says, think if a black man went after high school girls, anyone would try to make him a senator. And they put this meme out in Selma, Alabama. That's exactly what
they trying to get the black vote.
Yes. And that's how they do it, by playing the race card. And then they took and signed all of these felons up, to be able to vote. And a lot of them are able to vote now that they've did the crime, they've done their time, they can now vote. But the deal is they're trying to get them to vote for this Doug Jones guy. Listen, those Democrats do not mean any of you all good whatsoever.
Oh no, this is all political. You have to understand. They want us to believe that Roy Moore committed all of these heinous acts at only the age of 30-something.
Right.
What in the hell was happening to him at the age of 18 all the way up to 30-something?
That's what I'm trying to get people to see.
This man was in the military. He served his country. He's been honorable for what we've seen.
Been in government.
All this is merely he say and she say. And because this girl, Nelson, came out the other day when I wrote some parts of that, I don't believe it debunks the whole story. I don't believe any part of that of the yearbook.
She just opened and shut it.
That's right. I don't believe it. How do you expect for us to believe you as a woman when you didn't even tell us the whole truth up front?
That's right.
You said he wrote all of that. And when I look at that writing, her writing, right by that name, that D and that A, that's her writing. And when I look at that Roy Moore signature, that looked like her writing to me too. And now that's my personal opinion.
She probably just wrote that too last week sometime.
No way. I don't believe it. I'm sorry. And listen, women, if you are being mistreated.
That's right.
Abused. And people come forward and let us know.
Same with men.
That's right. I mean,
yes.
But you cannot come forward with lies.
That's right.
Don't try to tell little white lies
That's right.
try to pin something on somebody.
Right.
Because when I look at what happened, it looked like she was trying to pin something on Roy Moore for political gain.
And majority of the time, I'm going to say 99.999% of the time, when you see Gloria Allred sitting right there beside us,
that's right.
It's political.
That's right. Gloria Allred, that's all she do. She it's like she be up on them women like a dog in heat, sabotating.
Yep.
Want them to spread something.
That's right.
Say this here, say that. I wonder what kind of kickbacks and money is she making from all of these women.
And the political pundits that's paying her to do this here and push this stuff.
Allegedly.
We'll say allegedly.
Yeah, because we don't know.
We don't know.
The whole thing is the hypocrisy of this is real.
Yes,
and so what the Democrats is doing, this is when I say they eat their own.
Yes.
So they made Al Franken, they made him resign, right? Go ahead, you gotta give up your seat. Because now what they're gonna try to run on is women issues. But if the Democrats really cared about women, I heard you all said nothing. You didn't say one thing about Kay Styling.
Nothing.
Not one thing if you really cared. And if you really cared about women, then why do you push for young women to kill their babies by aborting them so those babies won't grow up to be women?
That's right.
You don't give a hoot about women.
No, you don't.
And if you want to run on this, let me tell you what you need to do. If you all want to run like this here, and you all want to drain your swamp on that side, everybody that went along with Bill Clinton has been accused of rape, sexual misconduct, sexual assault. You all stood by him. You need to get rid of Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Maxine Waters, Rodeo Clown Lady. What's that other one that was running around here? Whatever her name is. All of the old heads, all of you all need to go too.
That's right.
Resign those seats. Give the seats up.
Give them up.
And then what needs to happen?
What?
Anybody that is willing to make America great again and want to help this president,
that's right,
need to run and get those seats.
Put them in that seat.
Put them in those seats.
That's right.
Yes, girl.
That's right.
Y'all want to play this game?
Yes.
We're going to show you how it's done.
That's right.
And I heard, I'm going to say allegedly, that Obama is pushing for an African American woman to be the next president. Well, after 8 years, because Trump gonna have this for 8 years.
8 years, yeah.
We will see if we can vote for a woman. But I'm going to tell you this: I will not be voting for a woman if she is a Democrat.
That's right.
I'm not, because the Democratic Party represents the party of slavery, the party of suffering, the party of dismantling everything, the party of ignorance, the party of assaults. You all represent a lot of stuff that's negative, nasty, and disgusting.
That's right.
So if you put a black woman on the Democratic side to run, I am going to be against it.
That's right.
I am going to be against it. Because we don't need another Democrat running nothing around here in this country.
We're going to do
the Democrats is the reason why this country is stagnated. Because, and the reason why I say that, the president has been trying to push tax cuts. Push this repeal and replace Obamacare because the middle class cannot afford their own care and pay for everybody else's care. And you got the Democrats, they ain't done. What have they done?
Sat on the sideline.
What have you done? And you think somebody gonna vote for you all? I'm not voting for any of you.
Same thing that they did with civil rights. They sat on the sideline and said no to something that was beneficial to the American people, and they're doing the same exact thing today.
And let me call it out. The reason why she say that is because the Republicans is who helped pass the civil rights movement.
That's right.
They helped pass that legislation.
That's right.
Because the Democrats didn't want to do it.
That's right. That's right.
Even though, what's that old man? He said, I can't think of his name. He would have them voting so many years. Lyndon B. Johnson. He gonna give you enough to keep you quiet. But not enough to make a difference. Do y'all hear that? And that man was a Democrat. I'm gonna give you enough. That's the crumb. This'll hush you up. When I give you the food stamps, that'll hush you up.
Shut you up. The box of cheese.
That'll shut you up.
The bag of beans.
That'll shut you up.
The fat back.
Ooh, girl, I'm feeling a little bit of fat back.
Feel a little bit of fat back.
That'll shut you up. But not enough to make a difference. It's time to start making a difference, y'all. It's time to start making a difference. So when we look at Roy Moore, Roy Moore has a right to defend himself. He has the right to say, whoa.
That's right.
See, when I hear the pundits on the very fake news, the left-wing media, they're mad at him pushing back. Wait a minute. He got to have his due just too.
That's right.
He was accused of something heinous and salacious like this.
Yes.
Give him time to push back and prove his innocence.
That's right.
You can't do that to him.
Cannot do
this
that.
Can't be one-sided.
No, it can't.
This can't be one-sided.
No, it can't.
And I'm sorry. This Beverly lady, her credibility is shot. I don't want to hear anything else that she had to say. I believe all of this was political, and it did come out that Mitch McConnell, even I believe one of the Bushes, and I cannot think of the name, but we will say allegedly, was all behind the push of this foolishness right here on Roy Moore. I heard that. Wow. Now I'm going to say allegedly because I don't know how true it is, but I heard that. But shame on you.
Shame on you.
Shame on you because your guy didn't get in. So now you're going to try to dismantle this man's campaign. Shame on you for doing it. And you know what? Roy Moore probably going to get this.
Oh, he's going to get it.
But it's not for us to decide. It's up to the people of Alabama to decide. I'm just putting it out there.
Tomorrow and go vote.
Go vote. I'm just putting it out there because it's unfair that you do something like that.
That's right.
That's not good.
Well, you know what, Diamond? Whenever we come back from break, you was talking about somebody taking some credit.
Obama was taking credit of the economy, girl, trying to compare President Trump's election to Hitler and that Vonn lady.
Yes. We got to talk about
Lindsey Vonn, you all.
Yes.
We'll talk about it more when we come back on Chit Chat. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Okay, so I know that you all have been having problems with these social medias not getting our notification. You can't find us. You're getting booted off whenever you watch a video. So here's what I want you to do.
Listen up.
Go to diamondandsilk.com and click on Chit Chat.
Yes.
Yes, we back, baby.
That's right.
With Chit Chat at diamondandsilk.com. So if you can't view it on Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, Instagram, YouTube, then go on over there to our website.
That's right.
diamondandsilk.com.
Because you know they're coming for us, right?
Go, 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 go to diamondandsilk.com and click on Chit Chat Live. Diamondandsilk.com.
Girl, they go Facebook.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Twitter.
Oh, go, 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 go. You got nothing on us. Forget you, YouTube. Get out the way.
Bye.
Diamondandsilk.com.
Tis the season to be jolly with a Diamond and Silk Holiday Christmas Ornament. Don't delay if you want the Diamond and Silk Christmas Ornament hanging on your tree Christmas Day. Available for purchase at thediamondandsilkstore.com.
Okay, you all, so welcome back to Chit Chat Live.
Yes.
So in the news, you all, Obama is trying to take credit for the economy. Okay, so the stock market is surging, record high times, and unemployment is falling. You have the labor force participation is finally ticking upward, and wages are finally rising again in this country.
Right.
Well, Obama somehow believes that he is to thank. We're supposed to thank him for all of this here, according to the Washington Times. At a conference at the mayors in Chicago, Mr. Obama congratulated himself Tuesday for strong employment numbers in the U.S. this year, saying his climate change policies has contributed to growth. You know, Obama is so arrogant.
Very, very
Obama
arrogant.
is arrogant.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. Y'all.
Yes.
Let me stop, y'all. Let me just... Obama... Go ahead, girl.
Well,
okay, go ahead.
I hear you, and I know we are pressed for time. But in 2016, last year, okay, Obama said that jobs from the past are not coming back. He said this
he
right
said
here.
those manufactured jobs, because he was like, how Trump gonna get them back?
I was just about to take it there. He said, when somebody says that he's going to bring all of the jobs back, how exactly are you going to do that?
Right.
What are you going to do?
Right.
There is no answer. Like you're going to wave a magic wand. Okay. So not only are the old jobs coming back, the new jobs are being created. And people are opening small business jobs, and the GDP is over 3%. Exactly what you just said. If Obama didn't know how these jobs was going to get back, how the hell you going to take credit for the jobs coming back, and you didn't even know how it was going to happen,
and you didn't
Obama?
even know how it was going to happen. You didn't even know
That's
how it was
why we
gonna
voted
happen.
for Trump.
That's exactly why.
Because we knew
voted
Trump
for
knew
Trump.
how to get them back here to get the American people back to working.
And he said, President then Donald Trump said, I'm going to be the best job creator.
Job creator.
Booyah. Obama would have never seen this kind of growth. He couldn't get the economy to tick up as strong. Now, granted, Obama was handed a bad bill of goods because the economy was taken whenever Bush got out of office.
He was handed that.
Okay, so you were handed that. But you didn't do this. This is the workings of Donald Trump.
Right.
This is about him being a negotiator, a job creator, a motivator. He negotiates this the deal we're going to do with this.
Right.
So that we can bring in this economic growth. Right. So that the unemployment rate could tank and go down. So that wages can rise again in this country. So this is purely President Trump.
Right.
He did this.
And for President Obama, I don't show where it's been over 3%. Right. But in 2016, I show where it was at a 1.9%. And in the last 10, 11 months, President Trump has gotten it over 3%. And in months, where Obama had 8 years and couldn't do it.
And the thing is, and see, Obama, when was that 1.1?
That was in 2016, last year.
In 2016, 1.9.
1.9%.
That was the
GDP.
The GDP, okay, 1.9%. So if it was at 1.9% in 2016, how in the hell is he sitting on $44 million allegedly? That's all I'm going to know. So you see how, y'all see what I'm talking about? The top get richer. And they want to create the poor. They want rich power.
They don't want
feeder. They don't want no more middle class.
They want to keep the bottom feeder.
That's right.
That's it.
That's what they want.
Okay, Lindsey.
Wait a minute. One more thing about him, and then I'm gonna get off of him.
Okay, come on.
Because this ticked me off. Where he compared the President Trump's election to Hitler.
Oh.
You know, I'm not trying to bash Obama, and this is not supposed to be a night of Obama bash.
Okay.
Well, Obama, you were wrong for do that.
That's right.
So what do you compare your election to?
What?
You had people, black people, getting out, creating these organizations and these movements to bring black people together to vote for you. Because you said you was going to bring about change. We got changed, all right. We got short change.
Short change.
What do you call that? You had the masses vote for you.
For you.
As if you was a black man when you are really biracial.
That's right.
Get out and vote for you like you was going to make some change.
Difference.
And you didn't do not one thing.
Look at Chicago.
And
but
you got richer.
Chicago.
You got richer.
Yeah.
So I wonder now what looked like Hitler. Because what Hitler did was deceive people. And it looked like what you did.
Yes. Dictator
was deceive a bunch of black folk.
That's right.
To get out and vote for you. And you thought you was going to use that same level of intensity.
With some hot sauce.
Yeah. With a white woman, Hillary Clinton walking around with a bottle of hot sauce. Oh, please. The black people say, oh, get the, you can kiss our behinds. That's why she didn't win. That's
why.
Because you are a liar.
That's right.
So when you want to talk about somebody's election, talk about your own. Don't talk about President Trump. That's right. He won this here by the people. At least he listened to the people.
That's right.
He ain't trying to push no globalism.
That's right.
He ain't trying to push no socialism.
Uh-huh.
I love that capitalism.
You love that stuff.
Create the opportunities and let people come up and be prosperous.
Use what you got to get what you want.
That's right, girl. Okay, let's talk about
Lindsey Vonn.
Tell us what happened.
She's an Olympic skier. She said that she will not represent Trump at the 2018 Winter Olympic Games. That she will represent the United States, but not Trump when she returns to the Winter Games in February. And you know, the funny thing is that whenever I was talking about this and I was writing my notes, and then I called you and I spoke with you about it, and we said we will have a discussion about it. Then I went in and did a little research, and it was like within that hour, it was reported that she had suffered a back injury during the World Cup Super G race in Switzerland 2 days after criticizing President Trump. So that happened a few days ago. The deal is, for me, and I like to always say this, power lies in the tongue, Lindsey, okay? You are what you speak from your head to your feet, okay? You said you wasn't going to represent Trump. Guess what? That just may come to pass.
You ain't representing him. Right. And another thing, for you to be, this is clearly discrimination.
Yes.
This is clearly a form of racism as far as I'm concerned.
Most definitely.
You're keeping a person out. How is it that you're going to represent American,
right,
but the president is American, but you're not going to represent him?
Duh.
That's why you ain't representing none of us. That's why you have to drop out of this whole process.
Yes.
See, that's what happens when you start running off at your mouth. Keep the president name out of your mouth.
That's right.
If you don't have nothing good to say about him, don't say nothing at all.
That's right.
Now look, you won't represent none of us. Because you done got out there and you done hurt yourself.
Because when you go over there to represent Americans, you represent all Americans.
Even the president of the United States.
That's right.
And that's a slap in the face for the 60-some million people that voted for him. A slap in the face.
Straight
shame on you.
That's right.
On a good note, I hope you get well soon.
Yeah.
Get well right over here in the United States. Stay your behind right over here.
That's right.
Don't represent none of us. If you can't represent us all.
That's right.
Okay, this has been
President Trump recognizes Jerusalem.
Oh, yes. Trump announces that the U.S. will recognize Jerusalem as Israel's capital, girl.
Yes, girl.
Now, this is something that the previous presidents have been taught, and they were going to do it. They were going to do it. They were going to do it. They never did it. But President Trump, being the man that he is, delivering on his promise, he did it.
That's right.
He did it.
He was man enough to man up and do it.
And you know what? Israel is our ally.
Yes.
We have to stand with them. We have to stand behind them.
Yes, we do.
And so guess what?
Why?
Hey, the president, he made his
kudos
promise.
to the president.
Yes.
Woo,
for doing that.
For doing that.
Yes.
He's a man of his word.
Shout out to Israel and everybody over there.
Yes.
Thumbs up.
That's right.
Okay, you all. So this has been a lovely, 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 lovely Chit Chat Live.
Yes.
Listen, you all, don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and all of our social media platforms.
That's right.
Make sure you share our videos.
Share.
Because of the stagnant and the things that the social media platforms are trying to do to silence conservative
censor us.
And
yes,
censor us.
Yes.
And make sure you head over there to the Diamond and Silk store and get you a holiday ornament.
Yes.
Go get you a holiday ornament.
Christmas ornament.
Yes, go get you one so that you can have us on the tree this holiday season.
That's right. And don't forget that every day at 11:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we make sure we say our prayer. We pray for our president and we pray for this country. We pray for the world. Make sure you set your clocks. 11:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Stop what you're doing and say a prayer for us all.
That's right.
Yes.
So you all, we was just coming to give y'all the 211. We call it the 211 because it's two of us.
And we're the ones giving it to you.
So in the meantime and in between time, we will see you all next time right here on Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.